million, dear Cody. Parliamentarians, Yajiatum, one hour of now with movie, 50 years of light off, a young 50 years of every year, into more 50 years of more. Hey, Mamma light, Mamma car, Mamma loan, Mamma grant. Oh, what's Sagani? Well, Kubro, this one, dear, you force. If you want to pet where you know do well like E2, I swear it will be you for declare day of national mourning. Yamika said, Ghana the 50, I am to the Bakunsiwa, you the best one. It's a Ghana the 50, a crack to pick. Near the idea, Simon. Hey, I no cry, a crack, not light a bob, cry, you know me. Could you suffer, Yadasio, Christus for Yadasio, India the 60. Wamaka, Malaysia 50, technology high, and Kuma, Yadi Ghana at 50, cry, Yako crab free China. Market to Abele Kuma Quine, Suecia, see a dear birthday. Alaji's Alomaba Yellow House Quine, Suecia, see a dear birthday. Kaswa Ben, where you so pipe in your house, Suecia, see a dear birthday. I got some more damn names, say, oh, Suecia, see a dear birthday. Guinea when we are senior, yet tossing you, yet $6 million. I thought I wouldn't be our fees in real. So the birthday, what on the Piaman, oh, Bibini, Black Money, 2008, being cassette 2008, Kuro White, Wauke area, and I was support Akana, Ubeshe party shirt, now what Hamo party flag, Ubebe crosses, and Ube campaign, nowhere honor, ye bestie will say, hey, honorable, officers, Ukoya Wamba, school dine boo boo, boy, quite to say one man mayor, I feel we will be loose to what it. School dine boo boo, boy, quite to say one man mayor, I feel we will be loose to what 50th anniversary, Jaja and Court, ways to say, Ghana for a Pecasa Crado. What be an idea motion? When the mother couldn't see one corner, and a Musiwa mood in a Tamuno. When I'm sending a Mukanya, Mubuagan and D.
Welcome to Starr 103.5 FM. You know, I'm still new to radio. I'm still getting used to it here, sitting behind the microphone. But guess what's happening in the studio? I've got cameras right on me. It means you can join the live feed for this interview that's coming up shortly on the GH1 TV page and the Starr FM page as well on Facebook. And this conversation promises to be a great one, just like last week's. My guest tonight, I'm sure you all know, you saw the flyer. But before we go on to introduce him, I just want to tell you something really personal to me, and I'm happy this particular brand is on Star Chat tonight. It's Dove. I love Dove so much. I personally use Dove. I seriously recommend Dove deodorants for everybody, and they are on. And for Dove, they believe that deodorants shouldn't just protect, they should care for your underarms too. And so if you're the type that experiences sweaty underarms, hyperhidrosis as it's called, you should be using Dove deodorants. It works for me, it does wonders for me, and so you should try it as well. And so it protects your underarms from sweating. After all, a lot of the best things in life lead to us throwing our arms into the air. Guess what? Whether you're excited or whether you're screaming, oh, your hands go up. And so everyone gets to see your underarm, which is why Dove deodorant is created with our quarter moisturizing cream to care for your underarm skin, leaving it soft and smooth. So go ahead, lift your arms in confidence, lift them up like you just don't care, because you know Dove deodorant cares for your underarm like never before. Dove cares, and I dare add that Dove truly cares for you. So my guest tonight is a very interesting guy. Some people, you know, realize their truest selves via words and rhythm. My guest tonight understands the power of words and is seen by many as a maverick with unique rhythm who pulls no punches. He's been vociferous about Ghana, our potential, our failures, and our path to progress, but likes to stoke controversy. I mean, his name is synonymous with controversy. In the build-up to the 2016 elections, his song, Abing Bebom, Abing Bebom, okay, Abing Bebom spoke to the gargantuan levels of corruption in the Eswa Mahama administration. Today, that's that message really of disdain for corruption stand after scandals and 2 anti-corruption fighters fizzling out. As his name suggests, for an exam score, can Ghana ever achieve excellence? And does talking about our problems present a great starting point for solving them? The grey beard, fiery and gaze-grasping, throaty laughter maverick, A-Plus, is my guest on the award-winning show Starr Chat tonight. My name is Aba Anamoah, and before we listen to A-Plus speak to us tonight, here is A-Plus from way back with Ajigong.
Ajigong. Ajigong.
We can't find the Bible, yeah, but can Matthew 14:14. What's it? Hey, Yamahuno, if you may be, I am Crawfordica, I hear Jack, I just want, you may run your politics. When you stick up a bread, your campaign to the workers, some soon, John, we are there. The Fiapa, that they say, men strum was said, 1 bench in the ground where we need the next 4 years. One echo, what we knew, was set the record, President, ready 98. I was so a jack, what do constituency, NCC, 10,000 Nova, woman, 2.5 blood.
A-Plus, good to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
Why are you late?
Matana 10 minutes.
Machines. You were supposed to be here at 7.
Don't make me angry. Don't make me angry.
Or you walk out.
I will walk out of the studio.
Please feel free.
But you see, what I like about a year of lockdowns and restrictions and everything, it looks like if everybody is going to get a job.
Have you taken
yes,
the job?
Yes, I have.
Did you react?
A little.
Right.
But I even think that my reaction was because of what was inside.
What was inside?
Don't worry about that.
So you took something before going for the vaccine?
Oh, you know, I went for the vaccine 2 days after my birthday.
So you had been chilling.
That's a
good one. Well, you've been great. The year started off beautifully for you.
Yeah, once we are alive.
Absolutely. How's your family?
Everybody's okay.
Yeah, how many kids do you have now?
This is
legally.
This is what I want to teach everybody about having interviews. There is no gun in this studio that is pointed at you and forcing you to answer. No, I'm just saying people get angry when they go for interviews and you ask them questions that they are not comfortable with, and it has happened not long ago.
Yeah, how many kids do you have now?
What I have tried to avoid
is to talk about your kids.
My family in general.
You don't like talking about it.
The reason is that I am surprised when I see people all over social media sharing their issues. Like I was on the show with Shatamichi and she was talking about she and Shatta. Well, the people on social media don't care about you. They only use you to de-stress. Even those who write, oh, funny face, God heal him, they don't care about you. So I don't even want to talk about it.
Right.
I don't want to be a Ras Mubarak.
Oh, you didn't have to go.
No, I'm just saying he should. I'm just saying that he should know. The people on social media don't care about you. Don't share anything. Just say what you think you are comfortable and then leave it like that. Yes.
Okay, that's fair play. Fair enough. And it's interesting you didn't talk about your family, but I wanted to ask you a very interesting question. You know the issue of LGBTQ.
Yes.
I plus has come up strongly in recent times, and there are some who say that if the West wants us to legalize this, then they should accept polygamy. Do you think polygamy should be accepted? Should I mean, if you want us to legalize LGBTQ, then you should allow us to marry as many wives as we want to.
I don't remember anybody preventing Ghanaians or Africans from having 2 or 3 wives. I don't remember.
Not here, but recently, Germany, for instance, said that if you're relocating to their country, you should know that you cannot have more than one wife.
So have one there and come and have one here.
You're funny.
You know, you see.
What are your views on polygamy?
My grandfather married 18 women, and so I think that if you have the resources to have many wives, and you are not scared to die early, there is nothing wrong with it. So long as you are not scared to die early, and you have the resources to take care of all of them, there's nothing wrong with it.
You have resources.
I have enough to take care of myself and
one.
Exactly, and one woman. One woman. And if somebody wants to have more than one, and that is their culture and the women are okay with it.
And sometimes even faith, religion allows that.
Yes, if you are a Muslim and you want to have more than one wife, and you can take care of them, I don't know any Bible quotation that is against having two wives. So when I see Christians preaching against polygamy, I get a bit surprised that there is not a single Bible quotation that is against polygamy, not one.
Did you pass any comment on the Ramatu issue?
No.
You didn't?
Yeah, I think that was very unfair. Dr. Bawumia has the right to choose who he wants to be with and call a wife. If anybody has any issue with that, the person can go to court. You see, what I try to avoid is dealing with moral issues. Even
why?
Because
you think you don't have the moral turpitude?
Of course, to talk about people's moral issues, unless it affects the country, unless it is something that our constitution frowns on. But if somebody has a girlfriend, and somebody has a wife and they divorced, or
it shouldn't be a national issue.
How can that be a national issue?
Right. It doesn't affect the price of kenke.
Not at all. And Dr. Bawumia can have 4 wives or more, if we are going by his religion. So, and it is very unfortunate.
So you don't
when
have a
this
problem.
Papano issue came out, I was very angry.
Why?
Because of some of the people who were passing comments. They are worse. I know them. They are worse. And they were the ones who were championing Papano. And these guys are worse.
You had an issue with Kojo Ponkroma mentioning Papano in Parliament.
Yeah, I posted on Facebook that I don't think that it was right for such comments to be made about.
You went ahead to say that he watched porn.
I never mentioned his name.
You didn't?
I never.
Okay.
I've been in this business since 1999. I never mentioned his name. He can't show me one post.
But did that come to your attention that people assumed you were referring to
People
him?
have the right to assume what they want to assume. It's fine. I've said this over and over. I may not agree with what you have to say, but I will defend to get your right to say it.
You were pretty upset about the Papano tag because you think that all of these people did not have the moral right to be commenting on what another man does.
People are hiding plenty things. So many things. We didn't ever see J.J. Rowling's girlfriend, or we never heard of him dating this woman or that. Like me, he died and so many people came up and said he's my father. This is Rollins. And people that we know that he has a wife and he has this girlfriend, they are talking about Papano. Do they know how many people will come when they die? You understand? And we know people. We know them. We know them.
But you do agree that for political gains, it was quite an exciting topic for a lot of people on the other side.
And that is how come John Mahama had 6-point-something million votes. Ghanaians don't care about that. What Ghanaians are looking for is a government that is going to fight corruption. Ghanaians don't care about who is sleeping with who. That is not important to them. And this Papano issue and John Mahama, look, 2 months to the election, everybody in the NPP, people in high position, people who understand this country, people who run this country, 2 months to the election, they got a certain signal that John Mahama, there was this high possibility that John Mahama could win the election. A month to the election, it was very obvious that the guy was going to win the election. And
what changed? What do you think changed? What changed the atmosphere?
He didn't lose.
He didn't lose?
Yes.
How?
He didn't lose.
The results from the electoral commission.
Which one? Which of the results? Which particular one?
The results suggested
Which
otherwise.
particular one?
Whatever the woman announced suggested
There
otherwise.
are 6 of them. Which one?
Which one declared him a winner?
I didn't say he won. I said he didn't lose.
Well, if you don't lose, then you're winning. No?
There can be 2 winners, and so we will say, let's go for
a runoff.
Yes.
So you think the election should have gone into a runoff?
That is what
Did you follow the election petition?
Yes.
Okay. Did you think he had a strong case?
You see, when you take your case to court, you don't go to court to tell your truth and expect the judges to listen to your truth and judge the case based on your truth. You go with the judges were not there when you were at the polling station and this one was slapping this and no judge was standing there. So if you tell the judge that you are not satisfied, you have to come prepared.
Right.
And so when the judges tell you that they are not satisfied with your case,
would you have been happier with a John Mahama win at the election?
What is anybody going to do different? What is anybody?
What do you mean,
Lana? Who in this country? The only reason I was going to be happy if John Mahama had won the election is to show governments that Ghanaians have gotten to a stage where they can kick you out after 1 term if you're not fighting corruption. This is the first time in the history of this country where a government has done free SHS, free water, free light. Apparently. No.
Apparently free.
Yeah. Apparently. Free light. NAPCO. Ministry of Gender and Social Protection was calling people and saying to them that take money. Akufo-Addo wants us to give you money.
Yeah, I'll come to the promises very soon.
Yeah. And I'm saying that this is the first time that all of these happened prior to an election. However, the government struggled to win. Okay. Do you know why? Because the people of Ghana voted for Akufo-Addo. And Nana-Addo should remember that the day he appointed Martin Amidu as the special prosecutor, there was an eruption in this country. Everybody was happy.
We'll come to that very soon. You're taking me far ahead of the conversation, but let's just go back a bit to the issue of polygamy. We've dealt with it a bit. I want to pick your thoughts on the LGBTQI and the advocacy in Ghana, their offices being raided, and all the hullabaloo that came after. But you said something very profound, that there are so many men in this country who have wives, side chicks, yet have the guts to talk about John Mahama. It's almost as if being a married man with a side chick has become normal in this country. Do you have a side chick?
I don't have a side chick.
What do you have, side chicks?
I don't have side chicks.
Okay.
Nana,
yes.
You see, this issue of polygamy is not an issue. I have said that at any given time, I have resources for 1 wife.
So you have no need?
If anybody I don't think it's an issue. If people want to have 2 wives, I don't think it's an issue.
How about the woman? What if the woman is married and she wants a side boy?
That is her problem. Why must I even waste a second of my
But society
life?
Will go after her.
And,
I mean, what's good for the goose is best for the gander.
And why is she bothered about what society wants? Look, let me tell you what has happened in this pale blue dot. You know the pale blue dot? This whole world we live in. You see, people develop their own self-importance, their own fears, their own, all because they don't even believe that they will die. Why are you stressing yourself about what society wants to say? Just ensure that you are not a deviant. That is where it becomes a bit of a problem.
Okay.
But if you are a woman and you decide that you don't want to marry, look, normal does not work. And I want to tell everybody, normal sucks. The worst thing you can do with your life is to be normal.
That's why you enjoy stoking controversy?
Yes, because listen, I am a professional and an experienced attention seeker. Yes, that is what you are doing right now. That is radio. That is TV. TV gets your attention. If not, we will go on GH1 TV and we will just be reading books. people, nobody will be there. Or we'll go on GH1 TV and we'll just say, we have water for sale. Who wants to buy water? Come and buy. Yes, we have phone. Who wants to buy phone? Advert. No, you show a music video. You play Shatawale's video or Stoneboy. People love it. As they are watching the video, then you say, hey, I have this one too for sale. So TV and radio are attention seekers. Your Instagram page is very interesting. So when you decide to sell something, you have people to see it. So you are seeking their attention to be able to send a message. So I think that no human being must ever, if you want to succeed in this life, be normal. Normal sucks. Do what makes you happy. People think that you have to be born, go to school, grow up, get a job. Not get a job as in starting your own job, but be employed, further your education so that you can be promoted, and then you give birth. Your children will go through the same process. You grow old, you die. No, that cycle does not work for people who want to have Wikipedia pages. That cycle does not work for people who want to have a profile on Wikipedia.
What are your thoughts on LGBTQ?
I don't think that anybody must waste a second of their time trying to find out what two men are doing in a room. Why do people want to go from room to see? Why two men? For what? My problem with LGBT is that these guys, if you're a man and you want to love a man, do you need an office to love a man? If you're a man and you want to love a man, you go and love a man. You want to have an office before you can love a man. That is your problem. I don't think that it is my business to know. And I don't think that it is right.
You don't have a problem.
If a man wants to love a man, I don't have their time. Let them go and love a man. Look at the many beautiful women roaming. Some crowd don't get.
Well, they are attracted to men. That
is what they want to do. Let them go and do it.
So you think the brouhaha surrounding that office?
In our culture does not allow us, does not allow them to be all over the place and legalize same-sex marriage, where very soon it becomes law that if I'm a pastor and you come to my church and you want to marry a man, and I said I won't allow you to, I won't register both of you as married couples, I have to be arrested. Our culture does not accept that. Our society frowns on that, and they must get that.
So, but that is the freedom they are fighting right now.
So what I'm saying,
freedom.
No, that freedom they won't get it. Trust me, it would take a long time, and what I am saying is that for me to go from house to house, and it is becoming very common that you find police, hey, two men live in this house, we think they are gay, and police going to attack them or going to arrest them. What is the charge? The charge is that two men were in a house. How can you prosecute this case in courts? But we are not ready as a country to legalize same-sex marriage. I am not sure that this country, anytime soon, will legalize same-sex marriage. Our democracy, our constitution, when you read chapter 6, the directive principles of state policy, when you read chapter 6, I think 35 or 37, states clearly that people must be allowed to come together, to form their own associations, to fight for their interests, to promote their interests. However, when you talk about forming associations to form an interest, it must also be legal. So it is the laws of the country that will make it very clear that forming an association that is advocating for this LGBT, is it legal or not? That is left with the police. If you ask me, I am against the legalization of same-sex marriage. However, I won't spend my time. I have gay friends. They are my friends. If they want to be gay, let them be gay. But the day that they say they want to go and legalize so they can come and marry two men, paying for wedding, no. We will not let them do their gay thing wherever they want to do it. In their rooms, nobody will chase them. When Kwame was arrested for smoking weed, the police commissioner, Kofi Boakye, said something on Peace FM that was very interesting. And I think that people missed it. He said, yankwachi no won e won ne dan mu so on wheel the chin wa bonting. It was very very profound. So if two men want to be in a room,
it's not just two men, two women as well.
Two women, they don't cry.
What's wrong with their own? You prefer this? You prefer two women?
I beg.
So what you said their own cry? So
I don't understand it. That's what I'm saying.
You don't what's the difficulty in understanding?
I don't know. As for the men there, but one has the distance and the other one. You see, so about the two.
I don't see.
You see?
I don't see what you see.
You see? But as for the women, I don't even know. But it's fine. You understand? It's fine. I don't know what two women are doing, but it's fine. With women, there at least my understanding of it's. You see, with two men at least can be soon. You understand? You understand? Two women, I don't know. However,
it's none of your business. It's not your cup of tea. You can't be bothered.
What is anybody's business?
Okay. I have to, I'm sorry, but I have to take you back to this Papano comment that made waves before the elections. Did any of your utterances strain your relationship with any of the people who commented?
You see, there is one funny thing. There's so many people who don't talk to me, but me, I don't know that they don't talk to me.
Did it strain your relationship with Kojo Oponkroma?
We have not met ever since, but I can tell you this.
But were you friends? Are you friends?
Yes.
How close is that relationship?
You see, politicians, they don't respect.
Did Kojo disrespect you?
They don't respect, and they are very ungrateful. And anybody who is listening, me, I don't mince words. And I'll tell Kojo Oponkroma when I meet him in his face. I'll tell him that
what did he do?
When Kojo Oponkroma was campaigning to be MP, me, I left Accra, got in a car, went all the way to Ofuasia Yeribi, his constituency, to go and campaign, help him campaign. I didn't take it, not because he was going to pay me. It was because I wanted him to be MP. I wanted to help him to be MP. When I got to Ofuasia Yeribi that day, it was raining. Kojo is aware. I got on the stage. It rained for hours through the mud on the stage just to make sure that people don't leave. And then he became MP. And when he was called on radio, on Kwame A-Plus' Mensah's show, and asked about corruption, and Kwame A-Plus Mensah put it to Kojo that Kojo, but so Kwame A-Plus is criticizing the government. Kojo said that don't take him serious. He's just disgruntled. So nobody should take A-Plus serious.
Did you speak to him about it?
No. Me, I don't like arguing with people when everybody is arguing.
But if he's your good friend, you could have drawn his attention to.
No. Now today you are MP. So like today you are minister. You are MP. You are minister. I don't even want to. I just want to put it to Kojo. Look, I don't fall out to people. I don't. No. I'll just put it to you, and you can't do anything. Look, the fact that you are sitting at V8 and the police is in your front seat, don't feel like you can't do anything. I'll put it to you, and I'm putting it to Kojo that was a very unfortunate comment. He is very ungrateful. However, when he made that utterance on Happy FM, I didn't want to respond immediately. People don't get it. I had an issue with NDC, former organizer Kofi Adam. He said something as Empire FM. It took 3 months because I have to wait for the environment to be calm so that when I speak, everybody will hear. They say, oh, he has not done anything. A+ is attacking. I will not attack you when you attack me immediately because there will be so many people talking.
So you take your time.
So I have to take my time. I want the whole, I want it for myself so that when I start talking, and you see, I keep telling people, read The Art of War. I will attack you when you are unaware. Okay. I will not attack you when you are ready for a fight.
But you were very good friends.
Very.
He used to come to your house?
Yes.
Is that where the two of you watched the porn together?
I have never said that Kojo Oponkroma came to my house to watch porn.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I just wanted to clear that because that was the rumor.
Don't worry.
I mean, it's good you've cleared it now.
Yeah. I've never said that.
Okay.
I said I never mentioned his name.
All right.
This is my head. You see, this is my head that I'm carrying. I say one thing here, I save it here.
Right.
I will go round, but that one
It's
is
there.
waiting.
You don't forget.
No.
Hardly.
So no matter how we go round about the issue, what I want to say, like I'll say to Kojo, that don't be the typical politician.
So you are unhappy with Kojo?
Of course, yes. And I won't hide it from him.
Right.
Look.
But he's not just the only person who ever said that you were disgruntled. There were some known NPP members who said that you were suffering from what they call edidija.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your reaction to that?
What is wrong with that?
Edidija.
When you read the Constitution of Ghana, it says that government must make people happy. It says must give them jobs. The Constitution that is running this whole country says that the government must give people jobs. If you are not happy, you have to criticize the government. It's in the Constitution that the government must make you happy, has to give you a source of livelihood. So if a party is campaigning and they say that their manifesto is an agenda for jobs, and you come to power and people don't have jobs and they are complaining and people are chopping,
were you
say the
disgruntled because those people didn't have the jobs, or you in particular?
If you don't have a job and you won't complain, and me I don't have a job and I'm complaining, you say, why are you not complaining about me? I'm complaining about me not having a job. And I'm complaining about the fact that I had a job and you took the job because you think that I'm criticizing you. There is no part
of the bust deal?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There is no part of the Constitution that says that when you get a job, shut up and chop.
Were you hurt by it?
I was angry.
Right.
I can be hurt. I was angry. I was angry because the president told me to do what I do. It was His Excellency Nanado.
To do what exactly?
To help him to protect the public purse.
Right.
And to be citizens and not spectators. And immediately you start being a citizen and not a spectator, the same people come and fight you.
Yes, I know that.
Won't you be angry? I was in London before the inauguration, 2017.
Right.
And I had an invitation and I came. And I listened to the president carefully. And he said that he has come to protect the public purse, and he wants us to be citizens and not spectators. So we decided that, look, this is the Messiah. He's coming to save this country, and we have to help him.
Do you still believe he's a Messiah?
No, I don't.
What changed?
What changed? The government is fighting everybody who is fighting corruption. You see?
Okay, so if you can hold on a second for me. So because you criticized the government,
yes,
they took this bus deal away
not
from
that, not th just that.
Not just that.
What made me angry is when Dr. Anya was sacked from Kolebu.
You're very good friends with Dr. Anya.
Dr. Anya can't be my friend.
He's like a father figure.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a father, he's my boss, he has been there for me, he's everything. And what made me angry is when he was sacked from Kolebu. What did he do? What did he do? If anybody listening to me today is not angry, that person is not a reasonable person. Anybody listening to me, anybody who knows Dr. Anya's story and is not angry, is not a reasonable person. That person is just, okay, let's take it easy.
Yes,
you know, because what did Dr. Anya do wrong? I want one person to tell me what Dr. Anya did wrong.
So he did nothing and he was taken out?
What he did wrong, according to the letter that he was given, was that he was owed his age. But when you look, if you looked at the people that Nana had appointed when Dr. Anya's age became an issue, many of them were his fathers. They were Dr. Anya's fathers. What did Dr. Anya do? Dr. Anya was sacked from Kolebu because he was helping to protect the public purse, which means that it was a trick. It means that...
A trick by whom?
By the president and his government. Because if you tell us to help you to protect the public purse, and we start helping you to protect the public purse, and we become enemies of the government, that is a slap in the face. When Dr. Anya went to Kolebu, that facility, before he went to Kolebu, The president himself told Dr. Anya that, I want you to go and take care of Kolebu for me. And if anybody is listening to me, and you want to go and do that, your kokonza you do to Dr. Anya, to the president, they are deceiving him. Oh. He would have been a fantastic president, but they deceive him. If anybody wants to go and talk, to go and tell the president that, oh, A-Plus was on radio and he was saying something, tell the president that when he met Dr. Anya at Christ the King, what did he say? He said, I want you to go and take care of Kolebu. Kolebu ye basa basa. So he was looking for somebody who could change the place. But after Dr. Anya was sacked, one big man in this country met Dr. Anya and said that, Doctor, your issue is not because you are not good, but we were looking for somebody who is political.
And Dr. Anya is not political.
And Dr. Anya wants to do the thing, but not knowing that when you are appointed, you have to be a politician. You have to know who you are allowed to come and steal small. You have to, these people there, they help the campaign, so let them go. Not, you don't ever, nobody should ever think that anybody in this country can do good and have a good name. What did Domilovo do? Domilovo's only problem is because he was fighting people and taking money back to the state. He was surcharging people who have taken money from this country illegally or who have caused financial loss to the state and getting the money back to the state. Now he's from Togo. Now he's old. He has to go on retirement. We have a country where people who have hit retirement age are given contracts. And this is the only person who is retrieving money to the state. Even if he's 70, what do you do? Say this guy is doing the job, put him there. But you know what Nanado will do? He will look at the Ghana Gas Board. I'm saying this. Nanado will look at the Ghana Gas Board, the whole board, sack the whole board, and leave the CEO.
Because the CEO is efficient.
So the CEO is efficient.
He isn't he? He's efficient.
She's
Ghana Gas.
Yeah, Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing. Yes, Ghana Cylinder. Sorry. Yeah. Ghana Cylinder. She's efficient. Australia Visa. He's efficient. It's not Pius. It's somebody. Who is the somebody? Who is the somebody? Contaminated fuel is efficient. Everything they will clear. Look, the only job, the reason why I think I can be president of Ghana, the reason why me.
Do you have that dream? Do you have that ambition to be president?
I have ambition to be Jesus. If God says, who should I send? Jesus. No. God asks, who should I send? Who will go? I'm here. They say it's in the Bible. I don't know if it is. I don't know that quotation though. One pastor told me it's nowhere in the Bible. But if God asks, who should I will say me. Now, the reason why I believe that I can be president of Ghana is because I don't have to know how to be a defender, midfielder, striker before I can be a coach.
Isn't that easier said?
No. I don't have to be a defender, midfielder, striker, everything before I can be a coach.
Right.
Has Moreno played football before?
Yeah, I knew you mentioned his name.
Has he? Nanado has turned into this man who doesn't, I don't know if he doesn't want problem. He fought for so many years. He has won.
Do you think so? Do you honestly believe that?
You see,
I mean, isn't it very unfair when we sit down and we say the man doesn't care?
No, not he doesn't care. He doesn't want to offend people.
He's fought all his life.
Yeah, so now it's okay. Yeah, so it's okay. He doesn't want to offend anybody. Why you offend who for what?
Because don't you think that we sit back and we see things from the surface? He sees more than we do. He's briefed. He has more information than we do.
Do you know why my issues with MPP started?
No.
Because I went to the president. I sat in front of the president, me and him, and gave him a 5-page document detailing everything that is happening at Kolebu. The document was prepared by the CEO and myself. I sat down, CEO did everything, we put it together and sent it to the president. Tell him that, Your Excellency, this facility, Kolebu, this is what is happening there, and this is how it can be remedied. So please, this is what we want to do. The next day, the people there, nobody's name was in that document, but the people, when we told them the right thing to do, the people got angry that we have reported them to the president, because I'm sure that the president called them and said, hey, what is going on? A-Plus said so and so and so. Right. So they got angry, and what happened? Dr. Anya Rada was fired for telling you that this is what is happening and this is what we should do. And then you are saying that it means that he knows what is going on. How can he know what is happening at Korle Bu if I don't come and tell him? And if he won't listen, why did we follow Nana Addo? We want a certain legacy. Okay. We want Nana Addo's presidency to be better than anyone that has happened in this country.
How was the termination of that contract communicated to you, the boss deal?
Why do they have to communicate? They will just stop giving you products, and then it ends there. Yeah. Why they don't care. They just stop giving you products. That's where it ends.
Did you feel used?
No, I only felt. You see, that contract. It was not giving me money.
It wasn't?
No, that contract I was making like 5,000 Ghana a month.
Really?
Yes.
Not too many people will believe that.
No, I'm not even here to make people believe. That is, you can go to Bust, and it is sad how media people sit and won't get up. All those who are making up stories could easily go to Bust and say,
let's see the documents.
It's very simple. You can call Coopec. They understand that business work. Sometimes I was making 5,000. Sometimes I was making a little over 5,000. So that business was not even important to me. Right. If it were, I was going to sue them because you gave me a contract. I went and procured whatever to execute the contract, and then you just got up and you didn't say anything again. It was not anything that I actually wanted.
Okay.
What I got from that was people telling people that I was making $3 million every month.
And that surprised me because I'm very close to you.
And Abba, you know why I didn't respond?
I wasn't serious.
You know why I didn't respond?
Why?
Because I was enjoying it.
You were enjoying the...
Because the rich men in this country now were becoming my friends because they knew that
because you're making money.
I made $3 million.
Strategic.
So that one I didn't want to talk about it. So now they can, when you're talking to them that let's do some business, they'll bring their share first. So we'll start doing another business because they know you make $3 million.
You're a criminal. You're a criminal. Yesterday, since yesterday or so, you've been going on and on about the free electricity and water. Some are calling it a Trojan horse. I saw screenshots. You had done a nice build-up. When the president made the announcement, was it Kwesi Pratt or someone who said that? No,
they had signboards advertising Nana free water. Yes.
That's why I'm voting for him. And then you had the naysayers. Now we don't think they're naysayers anymore. At the time, they were thought to be naysayers, saying that no, there is nothing free in this world. They'll come back for it. And then Kojo Opon's statement later on that we need to share the cost. I mean, if coronavirus has had such an impact on the economy, I mean, the repercussions are there for us all to see. And the government says that, okay, let's share the bill. At the time, last year, it was inconvenient for people to pay for water and electricity. But now, we think things have picked up a bit. So what we enjoyed last year that was free, now let's begin to pay for it. What exactly is your issue?
The government that takes money from mineral resources, from oil and gold and everything, is telling workers that it does not have money to increase their salary. But the same government believes that people have money to pay more taxes. Coronavirus hit everybody. And you find people say, oh, I live in Europe and I get everything we didn't get anything free. What are you talking about? In Europe where you live, do they have gold? This country has exported gold for over 100 years. This country has oil. This country has fertile soil and everything. During the pandemic, we went and borrowed $1 billion, and we couldn't put people, lock people down and feed them. They cook rice.
They did.
Look,
people were fed.
The rice with pepper on top. That is feeding.
We saw pictures. I remember I spoke to the gender minister at the time, and she said it wasn't a true representation of what the people were being fed with.
Yes, I want to put it to the gender minister.
At the time?
Yes,
Cynthia
at the time.
Morrison.
Yes, that coronavirus relief, whatever, was an opportunity for people to steal from this country. And you see, there's so many people who don't know this. You find people who made so much money. All of them, we see them every day. We came from the village to Accra. We see them, their parents had money, they were this, they were that, they've grown up. We sit down with them, they are nobody. You know why? Because their fathers were stealing from poor people. So if Madam Cynthia Morrison will do her own audit and will listen with an ear which is not a political ear. She will notice that there were people who were stealing food that is meant for poor people and selling it in provision shops.
Cynthia Morrison is not the type who will tolerate that.
How can she know until I come and tell her?
Right.
But they will go and defend the people. It's party issues. They said they cooked food for about 50,000 or 200,000 people. How many? They were cooking for how many? 400,000 people a day. The 10 biggest restaurants in Accra, name them. Do you know what 400,000 people or 100,000 people mean? When you say 100,000, Accra Sports Stadium is 40,000 capacity. So if you are cooking for 100,000 people, you are cooking for 3 Accra Sports Stadiums. And where are you going to stand to cook that food?
Actually, 3.
No, you don't. I saw something. They said Ghana Water spent some millions, 800 and something million. What is the revenue of Ghana Water in a whole year before you give free water that costs us that amount?
So you think that
what I'm saying is that
the government has been insensitive?
Very. We couldn't lock people down and give them food. And the government is coming back after people's jobs have collapsed and all, and tell the people that pay. Why should you pay? Because I gave you free water. That is what you used to win the election.
So you think it was deception? Of
course, and that is it. It is.
But have you listened to the explanation, for instance, Kojo Nkrumah preferred?
You want me to listen to what Kojo Nkrumah says?
Yes.
Why?
He's the Minister of Information.
And
so if you have a concern with what the government has done or said,
yes,
he speaks for the government,
yes,
and he's telling you what the reality is, what the thinking was before these things were sent to Parliament.
Look, Abba, me, even Bible, I don't believe everything that is inside before I go and believe Kojo Nkrumah. I believe some parts of the Bible, especially when it's talking about moral issues and all. I don't believe that a snake spoke to somebody and gave her apple to chew and say, give the rest to your husband. Snake.
Okay, that will be for another day.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
Okay.
So why would I believe everything that Kojo Nkrumah says? No, Kojo Nkrumah himself, he himself knows that he can't believe everything that he says. And sometimes I feel pity for him. They are using him. He's killing his own.
How is he?
Yes, because when they mess up, when they mess up, they will send him to go and say it. Look, he is not how do you call it, retarded. He knows what is right and what is wrong. He knows what he's saying. He knows what they are using him for. You think if Kojo Nkrumah had his way in this crisis, in this pandemic, he would come and justify taxes? When he was sitting on Joy FM as a morning show host, if Kojo Nkrumah were a morning show host on Joy FM today, would he justify this?
If it makes sense, I guess he
would. Yes, it will make sense today, because when Mahama or NDC is not in power, everything makes sense.
How did you?
It makes sense to Christian Council. It makes sense to Peace Council. It makes sense to whatever groups. It makes sense to Occupy Ghana.
You were one of those people who heavily criticized John Mahama.
Yes.
Yes. How did you two become pali-palis?
No, I didn't criticize John Mahama. I criticized the system. And that is who I am. I have not changed. It's not about John Mahama. It's about the system. And it is the same system that we have. What has changed in Ghana for anybody to be quiet? Tell me one thing that has changed in Ghana for anybody or group of people to be quiet.
Free education.
And free education is one thing that has changed, and so now everything has changed about Ghana.
Oh no, you asked the
and
question.
John Mahama didn't do it. John Mahama had his own goods. John Mahama was doing so many things. If you enter the Bank of Ghana Hospital, if you enter University of Ghana Hospital, you will notice that anybody as a leader who built that thing in this country has a certain foresight. They are
you know all of this in 2016?
Because I thought Akufo-Addo could do better. Even looking at what John Mahama was doing, in spite of what he was doing, I still believed that Akufo-Addo could do better, because we had received communication from people like Kojo Nkrumah who were telling us that, I didn't say him, but people like him then, who were telling us that it was over invoicing, it was over budgeting, it was whatever, and we believed them, and we believed that it could be better. And now Akufo-Addo came to power. Has anybody been arrested for corruption under John Mahama? The only people in prison are people that were being prosecuted by John Mahama and the NCA people. All the ones that we are talking about, Ameri, Guinea Fowl has run away to somewhere. Who has been arrested or prosecuted for?
So you feel it was propaganda?
Of course.
So you see.
So do you regret the stance you took against the system then,
Yes,
led by John Mahama as the president? Do
yes,
you regret some of the utterances?
Yes. Yes.
Have you spoken to
The
him?
reason why to John Mahama.
Yeah.
John Mahama is my friend.
Did you speak?
Even when he was president, he was my friend.
Right.
You see, let me tell you one interesting thing. When John Mahama was president, the day his mother passed, I sent him a message and he responded. At that time, I said on Joy FM that I have the president's number. The president is my friend, but I won't vote for him. I'll vote for Nanado. And that day, Nana was listening to me. It was Nana's bodyguard, Boloyong. He called me that day and said, "Oh, Oman is listening to you. He wants to talk to you."
So
I spoke with Nana. I said, "Come to Volta region." This election. I know I didn't vote for him. I said that over and over. I did not vote for him. No, I didn't vote for him.
So you regret voting for him in 2016?
Yes. Anybody who has not regretted or is not disappointed didn't believe Nanado. They didn't think that Nanado could do anything. So it was just the normal politics. Oh, let's just vote.
Right.
You see, John Mahama was not. We are not suggesting that John Mahama was the best. But today, as we speak, government appointees and officials do comparative analysis with an incompetent man. The guy was incompetent. Look, me, I don't care about John Mahama. If John Mahama becomes president tomorrow, and they say that, oh, John Mahama has done that thing, how do they call it? A Japa deal. I'll just look at these people there. Like, it's normal. If you say Nanado has done this, I feel it because I trust the man. Can you imagine that they say Satan, all of a sudden Satan came and he went and killed people in Biaya Nkwanta. Satan is killing people every day. It's normal. Yeah. But if they say Jesus Christ came today, they say Jesus Christ, not knowing we have found out that he was sleeping with Mary Magdalene. Do you know what will happen?
Oh Lord.
You understand?
Yeah.
So me, Nanado,
I get your
Nanado,
point.
I love him. As we speak, if Nanado is no more the president, I'll be the first person to go to. Now we are dealing as family. I do not like his leadership skill. I do not agree with him.
What about his leadership?
Nanado has turned into a pastor. As Papa Biamati, oh yeah. He's not no more. He's no more there. I believe in Ghana. I am a friend, a person. Now he has turned into a pastor. He doesn't want to offend anybody. You cannot rule Ghana and not want to offend
I get a
anybody.
sense that you are not particularly excited about his fight against corruption.
Not at all. Nanado has rather spent years fighting people who are fighting corruption, either directly or has allowed people to use his government. Let me be economical. Has allowed people to use his government to fight people who are fighting corruption. And I think that it is because maybe he owes them favors. Yeah, maybe there's not much you can. Look, Ghanaians, if you wake up tomorrow morning and Aba Anamoah wants to be president, vote for her. She doesn't owe anybody. She got up and she won. Yeah, because I think that maybe Nanado from 1990 whatever, when somebody does something, Asensu, na yase assembly oh, Nana kai papa na 1998 or the me who nacho. And Nanado as his age, the more, look, when you are growing, look at our fathers. When you are growing, you become lenient.
Right.
Yeah.
You mentioned Asensu. Some have said that you're jealous of some of these young people who are now, ministers. Asensu, Jinapo, Kojo Ponkroma, for instance, that you are constantly. I mean, I remember for some time it was back to back, Asensu and Jinapo. What exactly was your issue with these men?
It was all.
They are now ministers.
It was all Dr. Anya's issue.
Okay.
It was all Kolebu. Anybody who does not understand why I am angry. All these guys is Kolebu issue. There is nothing.
Because you made some very wild allegations against them.
I didn't make wild allegations against them. They are in court. Abu Jinapo didn't go to court. Abu Jinapo is a very smart politician. I like him. I really, really do. I was not even angry with him they attacked me, I attacked them. I thought it was going to end there until they started fighting. In fact, when they came to power, they thought that power is everything, but they didn't know that they'll come and meet the bosom. Me.
Who's the bosom?
How can you?
Man.
You have power, take it. But you see, you use all your power. You go to court. I'll do this. I'll do that. You won't get anywhere. Look, in the last 4 years, I've been to court with Aslausu. I've been to court with Asabi. I've been to court with Asensu. You will not win, oh. You will not win because I have never lied. I'm not jealous of them. For what? I just told you that human beings are dying in Kolebu. And Dr. Nyan needs to do this. And you don't have to interfere in the man's work. And I told the president, and you got angry. And then you came and attacked me in Cape Coast. Sorry. And I also said you are corrupt. And then George Anda said, oh, remove the post. It ends there. But they thought that when you are given power, you can do everything. Forgetting that in 1999, when Rawlings was the president and Ghana was not what it was today, as a young boy like me, I was producing songs. And I went through J.A. Kufuor. When I saw Rawlings, I saw Kufuor, I saw Atamils, I saw Mahama before Nanado. So if Nanado makes you a president, a minister, or what today, you have to find people that you can intimidate. I've seen it. You cannot intimidate me. It is not possible. And if you are dealing with somebody who believes that I'm just living on a pale blue dot floating in a sunbeam, and so anybody can die tomorrow, it is nothing that you think. You will not get there, because we will die together. You won't get there. Don't try. So I'm not jealous of them. I'm very proud of their achievements. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that does not mean that if you are stealing from this country, we will let it go. I know people, when you start talking about corruption, they don't deal with the issue. They start talking about your girlfriend in Legon. A-Plus, he has a girlfriend in Legon. Into the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Aba Anamoah says that let's teach these politicians a lesson at the post.
And they say
she's Ashawo. What has that got to do with light off today? So me, when you come up and say A-Plus has a girlfriend, yeah, I have plenty of girlfriends. I have a lot of them. So
deal with the issue.
Yes,
right?
Let's deal with the issues. I am proud of the achievement, but I want them to know, if anybody in this country if anybody thinks that they can intimidate me by virtue of the power that His Excellency the President has given to you, I will let you know that the first time Nanado lost a general election in this country, when he walked out of his room, he met me. You were not there. I will let you know that when Nanado lost in 2009 and me, Nanado and Nana Poku were sitting in the apartment in Mayfair, you were not there in London. I will let you know that a day to 2008 election, when myself and Kenoforiata and Nana Poku drove to Chebia Pepem, you were not there. So don't try to use that your power. Me, I'm no bulldog. Bulldog was not part of the struggle. So don't try to use your power to intimidate Kwame A-Plus. I can be a very nice person. I can ignore. I can be tolerant. But if you try to intimidate me, like Asabi has a friend in the police. His name is Dr. Yankson. And Dr. Yankson thought that Asabi can use him to intimidate Kwame A-Plus. When I walked into Dr. Yanson's office, I'm sure that somebody will tell him that he's listening to me. The day I walked into a cybercrime unit in CID headquarters, they saw that they have met somebody who has read the Constitution. I know what I'm doing. You cannot intimidate me. Okay. It is highly impossible. Let's fight for this country. Let's have that spirit that Kwame Nkrumah and all these people had. Where is Kwame Nkrumah's house? Show me one. People have everything in less than 4 years. And they don't want us to talk about it because you deserve it. Do you deserve it more than Sekou Nkrumah? If your father was whatever and you think that you have to own the whole country in 4 years, what does Samia Nkrumah have? Tell me. So everybody must understand their limits. When I start talking about these guys, I get so angry. If you are stealing your money, steal it. Don't come and intimidate me. And I'm not jealous. What I'm looking for is way beyond 4 years of Akufo-Addo.
I mean, and let me just put it, these people haven't stolen anything. Not that I know that.
No, I've not mentioned anybody's name. I said if you are stealing, and anybody who is stealing too, I will tell them straight that you are stealing. Yes, okay. You are stealing.
So I just want to clear that the fact that we mentioned these names doesn't presuppose that
You see that there are two groups of people.
You are alleging
There are
that
two
they
groups
have
of people.
stealing.
There are two groups of people. People who get angry and connect their mouth and their heart, and people who get angry and connect their mouth and their brain. You go through the whole interview.
Which one are you?
Me, when I'm angry, I connect my mouth and my brain.
Okay.
You will go to court, you won't win.
Okay. And I recently, when the Minister of Finance designate mentioned that he was recovering, in fact, when he had to travel, you made some comments. People found your comments insensitive. I mean, ill health is not something you want to.
What comment did I make?
Oh, let me just go to your page. But there are people who found your comment. Did you comment on
Yes.
Ken Ofori-Atta?
Yes.
What exactly did you say?
I said I wish him well, but I hope that we'll spend more money on health facilities instead of a cathedral, so that when we are sick, all of us can find better health care here in Ghana. How insensitive is that? And I wished him a speedy recovery. Ken Ofori-Atta became minister.
Did you have to bring all of that in
Yes,
there?
it's
You
very
could have just
it's very
pushed
important.
a speedy recovery.
It is very important.
Without bringing in
This country, me, if you give me ministerial position today, or if I become president of Ghana today, you see V8 inside the suite. V8, if you sit inside, have you sat inside V8
No.
before? Inside the suite.
Yeah, I've never sat in one.
So you see,
Someone should bless me with a
V8.
No, not with a V8, but just
The Land Cruiser.
a ride
the Land Cruiser,
from here to Aflau.
the Land
so
Cruiser,
I can enjoy.
the Land Cruiser inside the suite. So there is nothing wrong.
wouldn't know
I'm not even worried about people enjoying or living a
luxuries of
certain life when they become ministers. The problem I have is when Ken Ofori-Atta, as minister, can go to America for treatment, but the people who voted for him can't get treatment for malaria. So you see, you can go to America. There is nothing wrong.
Are they not getting treatment for malaria?
Yes, Aba. We just saw a video on social media. Menchia Government Hospital. Women give birth on the bare floor. This is one of the highest gold producing regions in this whole world. And it does not have hospitals for women to give birth. Look, Aba, you see, the worst thing you can do to a woman is to let her give birth on the bare floor. It's the worst thing that anybody, look, the other day I said that I don't think that women must work. I even think that when women give birth, they have to have like 6 months maternity leave. Even if you are a man and you are going to seek employment from government, before government gives you the job, like this guy, Caleb, they have to ask him, are you married? Yes. Bring your wife's account, your account and your wife's account. At the end of every month, when you are paying Caleb, you have to take some of the money and put it inside the wife's account. If you go home and your wife gives it back to you, that is her own problem. But government must deduct money from the men's account and put it in their wife's account. Women go through a lot. When a woman is giving birth and the baby can't come, they have to take a knife and actually cut the thing. Do you know how, without anesthesia, do you understand that? You have to cut them and sew it.
I do understand because I've had a baby.
Good. And sew it. Sew. Do you know what women go through? And this is a gold producing country. The highest gold producing region has a hospital where women give birth on the bare floor. But somebody can get health care in America. So I'm saying that all of us can't have health care in America. And because of the workload, and because of, you see, thinking is not easy. So when you fall sick, no problem. We will take you to hospital in America. But don't come and tell us to go and build a cathedral. And you are leading the building of a cathedral. When women are giving birth on the floor.
Are they using state resources to build the cathedral?
Yes.
Starr 103.
Every money that is used to build that cathedral is from government. And I'll explain that to you. When Nana Addo, His Excellency the President, and his people were in opposition, why didn't they find money to build a cathedral? Were they able to go and take donations?
They were not in a position of power.
Me, I'm not in a position of power, but I've been taking donations on social media to give people water.
That's true.
Now, Nana Addo and his people are saying that the cathedral is not being built with state money. That is a lie. It is state money.
How is it state
because
money?
they're using the mandate of the people to get the resources that they're using to build that thing. If they didn't win an election, who was going to trust them and give them money to build a cathedral? It's because Ghanaians came together and gave them power. And now, based on that power, you can go out with that power that we gave to you and go and say, give me money. And people will give you money because of what they may be looking for. They're looking from the government or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So you cannot tell me that it is not state money. It is state money. If you are, that is why in America, when you travel as a president and people give you gifts, you bring it back.
Yeah.
So if anybody gives money to Nana Addo to build a cathedral, it is state money. What they could do was to tell Ghanaians that everybody, everywhere, bring money. We are going to build the most ultra-modern hospital in the world, and we will have a small church. Prayer also heals. So we have a small church at the top. When we give you proper medicine, then you can go at the top there for when you are going to.
The clergy will not be very happy with you. They're excited.
The worst problem this world has is religion. The West.
It's an opium, isn't it?
It's religion. The West. And so, I am not insensitive. The day Nana Addo stage broke in 2008, when I organized the show at Labadi Beach and the stage broke, he was asking for that. If I was not the one who, if I didn't hold him, like, he would go down. He's my person. You understand?
This is not something I want to laugh at, but just thinking about the picture alone.
No. Everybody fell. Everybody fell.
Right.
I can Ofurata, and look, me, I've been part of this family. The people who have put barricade here in front of Nana Addo, they can't tell me that me I can't pass there. When did they come?
So did they allow you to go?
No, where I was coming from, I had to use the other side. But when I'm going, I'll pass in front of the house. I'll go and greet them. Even them, they'll give me fans. Bra Kwame. They are my people.
Okay. Now, Kwame mentioned that even in his capacity as just A-Plus, he's able to mobilize funds to help people. And I can say on authority that I know a number of projects he has undertaken. I was with him in Ablekuma when he outdoored some boreholes for that community that had relied on very disgusting sources of water for a long time, and then they got these boreholes. Apart from this as well, there's a woman somewhere in the Ashanti region who had a very interesting situation with her kids. They didn't have it. They were rolling in poverty, nowhere to sleep, no business, no job to take care of their children. And A-Plus, out of nowhere, put something together for them, built a house and a shop. Is it a shop and a house?
We provided them everything
they needed. And the woman till date hasn't met you.
No, she met me, but
she didn't know it was you.
No, she doesn't know me.
Okay,
she doesn't know my name.
She doesn't know your name. Hello, Kate. Okay, the line is a bit bad. I'm getting feedback. Kate, can you hear me?
She can't speak English.
Kate, what do you mean, can? Hello, Kate. Okay, I think we're having problems with Kate's line, but I just need Kate to speak to A-Plus tonight so that finally, I don't want to call it a closure, but at least she knows that this was the human being who brought me joy.
Yeah. That was in 2016, before the election. There was this viral video of this family, these kids that went to school with one uniform. So one takes it in the morning, the other one takes it in the afternoon.
My goodness.
And then we went there. And
so they were running shift with a uniform? With a uniform,
yes. And the day when we were leaving there, after...
Okay, I think she's back on the line. Hello, Kate. Kate, what do you mean, okay, so we need to rework the phone lines, but yes.
So, we went there, myself, Susie, Lincoln, Abna Sapon, a Big Heart Foundation. We went there, and then we went and took care of them. And when I was leaving there, the woman said that, and I said, Amen. Yes, and I spoke to them once or twice, but she doesn't know my name. So anytime I call her, I have to introduce myself. So and I didn't want her to know me. I don't think it was necessary for her to know me. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll try to. I think that it will give her some relief because she's been wondering who it was.
Yeah.
So that when she's praying, she knows where she's directing the prayer to. So I'll be happy to get Kate back on the line.
I think that we will have to go and visit her again and see how she's doing. She's far away.
Where?
We drove about 10 hours. She's in a village called Adanse Fumso. Yes. You go all the way to
It sounds really far.
Yeah, you go all the way to how do you call the place? Asinfosu. Yeah, we drove about 6 hours.
Right.
Yeah, you go to Asinfosu, then you go like you're going to Anyankwanta, that road to Kumasi. Yeah, but it was a great experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Is she back on the line? I'll be too happy to get Kate back on the line.
Yeah, I would love to hear from her.
Yes. So as I wait for Kate, let me just tell you more about my favorite deodorant in the world, and I've been using Dove deodorant for more than 10 years. I love it, and I'm not saying this as an advert because Dove is associated with this show. I use Dove, and if you go to my social media, I think I even did a video about Dove when a woman contacted me about sweating in her armpits. Anyway, so Dove believes that deodorants shouldn't just protect; they should care for your underarms too, and it's efficient. This is a very profound statement. A brand that really cares about the way you look, the way you portray yourself. And so if you really want your underarms to be dry, smell good, and still lift your arms and be very excited about it in confidence, Dove is for you. And it's for both male and female, so it's not just a female thing. And so Dove believes that if you're excited and you want to lift up your arm, whether you are sad, oh, what happened? You still lift up your arm and still protect your underarm. Dove is for you. Dove truly cares, and Dove has a quarter moisturizing cream to care for your underarm skin, leaving it soft and smooth all the time. Dove cares, and I am telling you today that as a user of Dove deodorants, Dove truly cares. Let's try to go back to the phone and see if Kate is on the line. Hello, Kate. Kate.
Hello.
Finally. Mpacha wote menka.
Me too nkapa.
Okay, ya danyame ase. Ya fra me nana aba me fra enwumre free Accra, Star FM.
Star FM.
Ay Star FM e won kran. Yo many abrantie bi na ti ha na menya menya information bi say me de bi oya santini tell some I mean come tree me information be say 2016 mu ho baby na wo ma mienu bi omo ko school no mo rane she abako she uniform and apako school ba fia na the other one so asha ko school emu ho no na nkrofo bi be boa wo omo bi e shop ni ade ma omo boa wo pa hi
if I tell you ampa omo boa ni ampa
den potin no omo ye ma wo
if I tell omu bua mi, wamu baha be share me. And omu blame me provisions. Omu de praise. Emu anwa indomie. Just any money be brain ska. Eka ho, and omu de bra be here me ne me mofra.
Okay.
It's omu buy and omu try say. Omu ko mbasa ba to me ti omu kabi. Ana you di afremi so mbabo ami niema bebre
inti abrantie na onu hu wo video ni nti obeboa wo no enwumre me ne ti ha because oni ne nkasa da nti ote ha say ye fa ne Kwame A-Plus me sure so what the dinda A-Plus
mati A-Plus ampa aya no kura pa A-Plus me ma money yo me my money yo.
Ticket at the sign.
If I told him me we pa.
And Corano what to say?
If I tell you father wo we pa.
Yeah, then
you if I told the namuno so 14 na bedu ni Juliana bedu. And na for convocation school a man see be quiet. It was school say see I mean no can say.
Ena ketwa na
you Juliana on so 3 a few baby.
Wow.
And my man also a few almost so almost Egina Baku, Egina Form 1, and a Baku 5, and a kick one or 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Messa Bestramo. Catch your Faustina as well. Oh, see, dear, my best. I'm the passer with me vocational school. It's Messa.
What? Okay, what? Penny, can what Juma? It's already slam why?
Amen. Amen.
Okay.
You want your say.
Amen.
Yeah, my mammy, I brought in it. Yes, so they will why I didn't hear Yakaga Crancola, no more school. It's in my room.
Oliver Twist, I like her. Auntie Kate, Nyami Shroud. May I sure so Obeban or bet way you man so I say, me that. So A+, I mean, I just keep telling people that kindness costs nothing, but it means everything. And I always have a soft touch for people who go out of their way to give. And this, I've never said this to you before, but this is one of the reasons why I love you. I mean, you are controversial. That's A+. We deal with it every day. But even without...
Please, let's explain the law. I'm interested.
I need to put on record that his wife, A+'s wife is my baby girl. Akosia B is my baby girl. I love A+ because he's genuine. He means well. Sometimes you go overboard.
Yeah.
Like this Kojo issue, I think you should sort it out with Kojo because it may not look as bad as you make it look. I think that Kojo is. I grew up in the same neighborhood with Kojo Ponkroma, so I know Kojo Ponkroma quite well, and Kojo is a fine gentleman.
I think that John Mahama is also a fine gentleman.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, so of course I am not even like I said. I'm not even angry. I think that it is something that can be sorted out. And like you said, we all go overboard, especially when we are passionate about certain things.
Yeah.
And why we do what we do is for the people out there.
Yeah.
And we always have to ensure that the people like what we do, at least a certain percentage.
I think you should reach out to Kojo.
No, I don't have a problem. I am this kind of person, you know.
I do. I
don't have a problem.
But you know, some of your utterances will come off as an attack on his person.
That is exactly.
And Kojo
that is
is
exactly.
a wonderful guy.
That is exactly.
I know
that
Kojo
is that is
well.
exactly who Jesus Christ is. That is exactly who it is. You see,
there is difference.
Yeah, there is difference between being a nice person and being a kind person. Jesus Christ was not a nice person.
Kojo is kind.
Yeah. I'm talking about myself.
Okay.
I'm not a nice person. If you want to fight for people, if you want to defend what is right, you cannot be nice. Jesus will come and be one of the pastors in Ghana and say, I have a vision, John Mahama will win, I have a vision, Akufo-Addo will win, and always be bootlicking the politicians.
All right.
That is not.
I just wanted.
No, that is not me. I am not a nice person. I am a kind person. I can bring the beggar to my house to have dinner. I will not only give them money on the street, but I can do anything with anybody. So, right. If Jesus Christ was nice, he wouldn't have been killed. He was kind. He was not nice. That's why he said the Pharisees are stupid. It is normal. So sometimes my utterances may not be nice for especially people who are not doing the right thing.
Kojo hasn't done anything.
No. Me and Kojo Ponkroma, our issue is very personal.
I know.
It's not even about Kojo.
I sit here in a position of somebody who knows Kojo Ponkroma very well.
Kojo is not corrupt.
No. Far from it.
Yes.
Kojo is incorruptible.
No.
I say this on authority.
Please.
Kojo is incorruptible. I can tell you that for a fact.
I'm not saying I will not me. The only incorruptible person now I know is a dead person. No. Somebody who has listen. Maybe you didn't get what I said, Nana.
I get
what
you.
I'm saying is that.
But I'm telling you that I know Kojo that well.
Me. Because my grandfather was a fetish priest, and I believe in his ghost. Yeah. Okay. The next person that I believe was Nanado. Today, I don't believe him. I still like him though, but I don't believe him. So don't come and tell me that somebody is incorruptible. I'm saying Kojo is not corrupt. I don't know about tomorrow.
Okay, but you have said he's not corrupt, but I'm telling you.
I respect that.
Kojo is incorruptible.
I pray and I hope and pray that. Yes.
It all started in a bar one night. Someone tasted something new. And And soon the news spread like wildfire. From place to place, from year to year, and today, more than 20 years later, everyone believes in the one true bitters. Now it's your turn to discover why. Alomo Bitters, celebrating 20 years of countless authentic moments. Another quality product from Casapreco Company Limited. Drink responsibly, not for sale to persons under 18 years, not recommended for pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advertisement is vetted and approved by the FDA.
What would you do with 50 gigabytes free data? Would you binge watch TV all day? Would you download FIFA 21? How about downloading your entire coursework? Or you do all at the same time? See, Surfline has a way of giving you value like no one does. 50 gigabytes free data when you get yourself a Surfline device. Now that's a sledgehammer. Don't miss out on anything. Get yourself a Surfline device today from any Surfline shop and get 50 gigabytes free data to do all you ever wanted on Ghana's only true 4G LTE network.
Surfline, it's about time.
Fade, ade, fado, go famiko, fade, ade, fado.
Hey, Charlie, I don't go beat us, no. Me too chamao.
Somebody can now say, bitters, the value is the same. And I'm saying, no, I don't go bitters, and the move free.
Ojam, forgive me.
After the one who said, Sapunchania told you my congress and sugar hoodoo. Bueno, one more, don't be in your one. Now you for no.
I for no, I for check. Test to know, and now Masia yo. Now, Trabia, Utimi Hunu say, I don't go na Kenya no who and move to the next level.
I don't go bitters at the search for draw. One now you want to at the same time.
Ah, Nansa Angel Heba for na dear. Say ye to Trabi, na mema, near see who ya dear.
Remember when in field doing what drink count and what drinking sport to be a man from Fred 0561 200 333 0504 499 977.
I don't go bitters.
Fade, ade, fado, go famiko, fade, ade, fado.
Starr 103.5 FM. Simply the best.
Someone kind of friend me Kwame A-Plus.
All right, A-Plus, you're welcome back to Star Chart, and big thank you to Dove Curse, and that's exactly what you need.
Dove, yeah, maybe you have to give me some.
Dove, I'll give you some. I will be happy. Expect it tomorrow. How many do you want?
I want to open container.
Anyway, that was a beautiful tribute. I want to call it a tribute from a glowing one from Kate to you. This song, beautiful song, and it just reminds me of the conversation that dominated social media a couple of days ago after Wizkid and Burna Boy won the Grammys, and there are people who think that Ghanaians are not making good music, and so it is stalling our progress. I'm sure you saw the comments. Some of them were pretty harsh, held at our musicians, because I think they give their all, really. The likes of Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, Shatawale, Samini, even the new squad, the Kim Promises, Kwame Eugene and the likes, Kiddy and Co. They're doing amazing well. Creamy, Mr. Drew. What do you think? What do you think the problem really is? You've done songs in the past. Do you think these songs could have ever won a Grammy?
I think that Sarkodie makes better songs than Lady Gaga.
Yeah?
Yeah. In my opinion, Sarkodie makes better songs.
Well, as a Sark fan, I agree.
Sarkodie makes better songs than Lady Gaga. Stonebwoy makes better songs than who? Just mention one American.
Beyonce.
No, not. I'm looking at these. Name them, all of these guys. Shatawale makes better songs than most of these people.
Like who?
Oh, name them. These songs that we listen to.
Right. So what is the problem? I mean,
the
Shatta,
the problem,
kudos to Shatta with his collaboration with Beyonce.
Yes, the problem is the country that we live in. That's why I'm not nice. I keep telling the people, I keep telling Shatta, don't mind them, do what you want to do, just do it. You see, the country that we live in, that is the problem. They don't understand that. Look, if you like go to Flagstaff House today, or go to a police station today, and say, excuse me, can I see the chief, please? You are looking for the chief, eh? Wait, sit down here, because you have a certain accent and a certain skin color. Go to police and say, hey, Pacho, good afternoon, Pacho, my chief. You see, the system, and this is how we were raised. Your mother keeps all the bowls, the new ones, until a visitor comes home.
It didn't happen in my home.
Yeah, we grew up in the village. Mama, your dad and yeah, she. Then when the visitor comes, that's when they take the new bowls. Everything good goes to outsiders. So they like Bobby Wine. They like Julius Malema. I like Julius Malema.
Julius Malema is a fantastic
I have not yet been accused of any corrupt practice in this country. I have not yet. Maybe they can just find one for me.
I don't think you get into that.
However, Ghanaians like Julius Malema, who has been accused, I'm not saying he was found guilty, but been accused of almost anything you can think of, procurement, whatever. But some of them, the same people have issues with A-Plus. He talks too much. But they sit here and they admire Julius Malema. They like Bobby Wine, but A-Plus talks too much. All of these guys are fighting for their country. Why? Julius Malema was sacked from the ANC. He was sacked. And when he was sacked, he formed his EFF. Why was he sacked? Because of many issues. And then he had too many court cases, corruption, this. I was not sacked from MPP. I left and formed TPP. You don't like me, you like Julius Malema. That is what is affecting us everywhere. So we don't like Asamoah Gyan. Go and look at Asamoah Gyan's video. The kind of things that he has done. Asamoah Gyan, we don't like Asamoah Gyan. No, who remembers Stephen Appiah? What do we know about Stephen Appiah?
I do.
No, I'm talking about the general public. Unless Stephen Appiah is passing and you see him and I say, hey, a tornado, that is all he gets. Because why? When they play ball, they pay them. When they play the ball, you didn't want them to pay them. His mother had to pay money before he became a Ghanaian. If his mother didn't have money to pay at the hospital, they were going to seize his mother. Just yesterday, people were in hospital, they can't pay, so the women have been not been released from the hospital, and they are still there. So you see, but the problem we have in this country is that we don't like ourselves. Okay. We don't promote ourselves. The DJ sitting on radio, the presenter sitting on radio thinks that Sarkodie is Tuno. Have you met Burna Boy before? What is Tuno? Sarkodie is Tuno. Have you had an encounter with Burna Boy? The kind of things that Sarkodie will do that you say he's Tuno. When you meet Burna Boy, you will run away. But they like Sarkodie. They like Burna Boy. They will play Burna Boy. They won't play Sarkodie. So me, anytime I'm doing business with people, especially in this country, when you tell me to promote something for you, I say, go and take a white person's photo and put it on it. When you design it, don't put your photo. Like Nanaba wants to bring this deodorant or something that you are selling, Dove, and assuming it's your own, and you want to put your photo on it. I'll say, no, just go on the internet and Google a white lady and put it on.
They will buy it more.
You see, neat fufu.
Yes.
When it came first, did you see who was on the box?
No.
White woman.
I don't remember.
No. Is it? Yes. And the salt. You too. White woman. Why? Because when Ghanaians see white woman, they will be happy. And this has affected us in all areas. In so many areas. We don't like ourselves.
Right. So you think that's the problem?
Yes, we do not. Okay. Nigerians will do everything for their people. Look, in 2017, no, in 2018.
We need to wrap up soon.
Just this. In 2018, I met with one big man in this government. And he asked me, what do I want? And I told him I want $20 million. And he said, $20 million for what? And I said, okay, so now let me explain this to you. And this is a big top. And he wanted to know my issues with the government and everything. I didn't, and this is what I told him. I said, I want $20 million for the industry. I want you to set up a board and put $20 million in account for the industry so that people can start shooting $1 million movies in Ghana. I didn't tell him that I want a contract for my, and the person was ready to sort me out. But I said, I want you. And I told Arnold, I told Bulldog that, listen, I met this person, and this is the demand that I made, that put $20 million so that we can shoot $500,000 music videos. Let's put money in this. And when you shoot $1 million movie, we can sell the movie to Netflix. We can premiere the movie around the world and bring money back. And the executive producer will be the Ministry for Tourism. So we bring money back. But because you are putting $1 million in there, now the cameraman, the sound man, the light man, everybody will be making some money. We will also be promoting our culture.
Right.
We will be selling it to other countries, and we're bringing the money back. And the money that is going to come back, a certain percentage will go to the Ministry of Tourism, a certain percentage will go to the artists.
I get you.
However, this country is not ready to help its own people.
Okay, on that note, I have to say a big thank you to you. But before we wrap up, Dove believes deodorants shouldn't just protect, they should care for your underarms too. After all, a lot of the best things in life lead to us throwing our arms in the air. Which is why Dove deodorant is created with a quarter moisturizing cream to care for your underarm skin, leaving it soft and smooth. So go ahead, lift your arms in confidence, lift them up like you just don't care, because you know, Dove deodorant cares for your underarm like never before. Dove cares. Before we go, we have the mystery question. So there you go.
And now, the mystery question.
So you read it out and you answer it.
I don't want to offend this person.
Oh no, just read it. Okay, read it out to us.
I know the answer, but I don't want to offend
Read
you.
it, because I don't know what the question is really.
Who is your worst performing minister in the first term of the Akufo-Addo government?
So who?
I will not answer.
Why?
Sorry.
Why? Why can't you answer?
No, I don't want to answer. I know him, but you is okay.
So it's a man.
It's a man, but you is okay.
Leading which ministry?
Is it?
Which ministry?
But you, yeah.
Starr.
Come on, A-Plus.
103.5 FM.
Come on. Who?
It's okay. You is okay. I'll give you clues. You is okay.
No, you haven't given me a clue.
Okay. Those people, my friends on social media, they know what I'm talking about.
Really?
It's okay. It's okay.
Is it the agric minister?
Me, I say it's okay. Nana,
Is it
it's okay. You is okay. Let's close.
No.
We have had a nice interview. Tomorrow you are going to start another issue. This one too is going to be front page news.
So
it's
who?
Okay.
Who was your? I mean, we have a new administration now,
He's
right?
part.
Different sets. He's still part, occupying the same position. Yeah. Oh, does he wear spectacles?
Yeah, it's okay.
A-Plus. Thank you so much. Kwame A-Plus. That's the full name, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Let me say a big thank you to you and your team, fantastic team, and let me say thank you to Bola. Bola is a great guy.
Yeah.
Bola is a great guy. Yeah. There is difference between a hero and a brave person. Bola is a great guy, and I also want to say hi to Wahab. Yeah.
Oh, our Wahab.
Yeah.
Right.
You know how he came to Accra?
No.
He sat on a truck full of cattle.
Wahab will not be pleased with this story.
He's listening. I've been chatting with him.
Really?
Or the Nigeria bank. You see how he has made money.
All right.
I'm trying to tell everybody that there is an opportunity for every willing heart.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And a special shout out to everyone who tuned in to listen to the show on radio, join the feed on Facebook, on Starr FM page and GH1 TV page. We are most grateful. Special shout outs to Bronzy of Adonko, Angel Broadcast.
Bronzy Day.
Yeah, Bronzy Day. Bronzy Day. Have you eaten his food before? He's a top chef.
Bronzy.
Yeah. Manimba Pesinia Bomuma. Ube feel it.
Okay.
Yeah, call him.
No wonder Imodium has shot in Accra.
No, he's
a
actually
good
a fantastic chef.
Great,
fantastic chef. So, Bronzy, thanks for listening. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.